What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It's finally here. The finals are finally here. Um, we got Dallas and Boston tonight, 8:30 Eastern. We did hit our NBA play yesterday. Let's talk about yesterday real quick. We had the Minnesota Lynx versus LA Sparks. Um, like I said, I'm just getting into the WNBA. Starting to put bets down, starting to look at these games. Last night we had a good team versus a bad team. We had a team with um, two losses on the season versus a team with two wins on the season, and a team that's been covering spreads versus a team that hasn't. So the only caveat was Minnesota was on the road with a bigger number than they're used to, but they rolled on them still. So um, we 1-0 in the WNBA so far. So we're going to keep that up, keep playing it all season. And on to the NBA Finals, we got the Mavericks and the Celtics. Celtics are home favorite, 6.5 points. Total at 215 and a half, 215 even, depending on where you're getting it. This total, none of these numbers moved all week until this morning. Even when I checked it last night, I still saw 214s. So that's what I say about the quote unquote public casual bettors. They look at the numbers the day of, So if you're trying to get on a certain side, it always helps to look as early as possible because these lines are available. I do have a 214 already locked in because I'm on the over. So that's 214 even. So I at least got a whole point and a half, depending on the book that you're getting. So I'm already on the over. Like I've said, all playoffs long, I think that the first game of the series is the best chance to go over before these teams have a chance to make defensive adjustments to each other. We do have Porzingis back, and he is going to be he's going to make the team play a little differently. And I don't know in the first game if that's going to be good or bad. The Mavs just came off a series with a big shooting big that likes to be on the outside and cap. So it's not like they haven't seen that before, don't know how to defend it. They are worse at defending the perimeter than the paint. But if Porzingis is going to sit out there, I think they're going to have either PJ Washington or Gafford out there on him. And, those are two good defensive pieces. So we just got to kind of wait and see how the first game pans out. Once we watch it, we can have a little more to go on. But right now, I've thought all week long that the Mavs can handle the Boston Celtics. So if it's going to be a shootout, the Mavs will oblige that as well. I don't think that if you're going to be focusing on Luka, you're going to have to leave Kyrie open at times. You're going to have to leave Tim Hardaway Jr. open at times. You're going to have to let go some Gafford and Lively lobs. There will be some PJ Washington dunks, PJ Washington threes. So that you can't just sell out completely and guard double team Luka all night. So they can try. We can see what happens when they do that, and I'm sure they'll see too and correct it in the next game, and we'll have a little more to go on. So that's kind of the way I'm thinking. Like, there's no way that any of us can have a firm grasp on how these two teams are going to play each other. They played each other twice this year, and they had a completely different team each time. I think the last time maybe Gafford had just gotten there or something like that. But let's actually look at it. The last game they played was March Lively, Washington, and Gafford were there. Gafford, he did play. He played for just under 6 minutes and didn't do anything on the floor except for get 2 rebounds and 1 block. He was a -2 while on the floor in that first game. PJ Washington played 35 minutes, was a -22, and scored 17 points. So they found their rhythm or found their place in this offense and defense for that matter. So I don't think that this 138-110 victory back in March is indicative of how this game is going to go. So I'm going to be on Dallas plus the 6.5, and I'm already on the over at 214. Still kind of like it at 215, but I'm not going to double down until I see how the game is being played. So those are my bets. Lock those in. Let's get this money in. We'll be back tomorrow to talk more NBA, MLB, whatever you want to. See you then.